Leo, I'm sorry. You have a growth defect. Your body stopped growing.
Who's the best player of all time?
Messi. 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 Messi.
The god of the game. Best player we've ever seen.
Salah, welcome back once again to Podcast with Neil on this auspicious occasion where one of the GOATs, I do consider both of the GOATs, even though I'm a Ronaldo fanboy and a grown man now, not the naivety of a youngster where you slander everything else and everyone else in this social media area. But let's not get into controversies. So wishing first of all a very happy birthday to the maestro, little magician himself, Leo Messi. And with that, this show is going to be focused about his iconic moments. Somehow, amongst all his 1,000+ goals and assists, his 6 Ballon d'Ors, he's so many plethora of titles that I couldn't even keep count of. Like literally, I've managed to shortlist 5 of his iconic moments that we have witnessed throughout his illustrious career that is still going on. There's still room for records, and this man keeps on surprising. This little magician, as you saw, is there defining greatness at his own pace. With us tonight, we have a very special guest of mine. Her name is Ankita. She is a Messi fanboy. So more about her later, but let's bring on her to the screen right now. So Ankita, how have you been?
It's been good. It's the time is not right for all of us. So, but yeah, we have to be well in this time, especially. So yeah, we have to go.
Absolutely. So special plans on Messi's birthday?
Yes, actually, we had a few plans, but I guess right now Messi's birthday is going to come every year. We need to put the pandemic first. We cannot get into gatherings right now. So safety first. Not right now. Not this year.
Absolutely. Let us go into a bit of a background. Like I do remember, like I'll show you the picture, then you'll probably have a better idea. So if I put this picture in, how long does this take you back?
Okay, so this is even probably before I started regularly watching football. You know, this is way before that. This is a very young Lionel Messi. This is his time in FC Barcelona B, or just his start in the first team, probably.
Just there and thereabouts.
Yeah, there and thereabouts. It's way before even in India, the La Liga and stuff, their regular telecasts came in a lot later. It was difficult for us to watch international club football back then. EPL came on much before than La Liga and stuff were there on Indian television. So this is somewhat way before I started watching football regularly.
Right.
This is a start of something great.
Absolutely. But as the precursor to this podcast, we saw in the opening video that he had a growth hormone deficiency, traveling all the way from Argentina to sign for Barcelona. Would you ever thought because football we have always associated is a strong game, is not a game for the weak mentally and the weak physically. So someone with a deficiency like that, although we see numerous talents, we see numerous being linked to the next Messi, the next Cristiano Ronaldo, but someone of him who was unknown quantity at that time, did you even fathom someone could achieve probably, arguably, one of the best players in the universe, if so to say?
Look, first to clarify there, I don't think there's going to be a next Cristiano Ronaldo or a next Leo Messi. These are the kind of players who come on, very rarely. Means it's very rare. But coming to the main topic, talking about his growth hormone deficiency, that painful treatment that Leo Messi went through every night. He was injected with growth hormone in his thighs for a huge long period of time when he came to Barcelona from Newell Boys, because Newell Boys could not afford his treatment. It was a very hefty, big treatment that, and we have seen that Lionel Messi was not, even today, he is not among the most physique players. You know, the players with the best physique out there, not the tallest of the players, not the most well-built players. But if you look at him constantly, the one thing that about him, and I would say Cristiano Ronaldo, two things that they have maintained is consistency. Not just in terms of them playing in the topmost levels for so long, but maintaining their physique, being in this utmost strict diets or everything, and maintaining their consistency is a big thing. And to think that a person who was the smallest in the team to someone who is arguably called the best player of all time, uh, it's an argument we have been going on for a decade over now. So I think it's an incredible journey. What, other than thinking that whether it was possible or not, it's best that we give a shout out and we encourage people to understand that if you want something, like Leo Messi told, if you want something, you gotta get it. You have to get it. So it's his sheer determination, it's his sheer hard work that he is up here. And of course, I would say that FC Barcelona has a huge role to play in it, because many teams at that time, even after seeing his talent, refused to get him through that therapy, because it was a very,
Nobody wanted to take the risk.
no, yes, it was, and moreover, the budget was huge for the therapy, for so long, going through growth hormone injections and everything, the trainings, doctors. But FC Barcelona recognized him as a player who was, worthy to be nurtured. So yes, it's his determination, and it's FC Barcelona's belief in him that has made him what he is today. More so often.
Absolutely. I'll take you to the next picture right now. So,
Ah.
sorry for the picture quality. Ronaldinho was probably the best player in the world at the moment, dribbling past defense, sending defenders back to their homes, having, like, reminding them. Before social media was cool, Ronaldinho started doing his magic. Now, as a Brazil
Yes.
fan myself, it was a pleasure to have witnessed him in the final stages of his career. Although that was short-lived, that was probably 1 or 2
Exactly.
seasons over there, where you could have said that this is Ronaldinho. And before that, probably you never saw, like Cristiano Ronaldo said on the Ballon d'Or podium, that it's unreal consistency, as you mentioned. For 15 years, two guys sharing the same stage. This is probably the second or third season when he was given the number 19 and promote from the number
Yeah,
30th
yeah.
jersey. And
Yes,
this
yes.
probably, how much of a big helping hand Ronaldinho has had to play in Messi's career? He has spoken about that, but I would want to hear your thoughts on this.
Oh, absolutely, a huge one. When a youngster comes into a team which is already filled with big names, names, and especially someone like Ronaldinho, who has, I guess, won everything in his life that it's possible for a footballer to win. He has the World Cup, he has the Ballon d'Or, he has the UCL, he has everything that you need to talk about. It's very intimidating for a youngster to walk into a dressing room. I guess nowadays people would say the same about Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi, walking into walking in back in that dressing room and seeing these two people. The same was for Lionel Messi back at that time. Watching Ronaldinho over there. So it's always intimidating. But when someone of his caliber comes up and lends you a hand and says, "No, I believe in you. I believe that I see something in you which I've never seen in anybody else." Even if as far as we know, as far as we have heard Ronaldinho talking, even he was, when he first saw Lionel Messi, he said that he is going to be even bigger than he is, bigger player than he ever is. He said that to Kobe Bryant, that this man is right there, is the best player of best, is going to be the best player in the world in a few years, and you will watch that. And so yes, I guess Ronaldinho if it hadn't been Ronaldinho, we can't say that Messi wouldn't have been successful like he is today, but that's a speculation. But it's always good to have someone of his caliber lending a helping hand to someone like Leo Messi. It's like he was the most skillful player, arguably at that time. He had
Right.
even Leo Messi says like the biggest help he had at FC Barcelona during the first initial years was Ronaldinho, because this kind of players with experience, with skills, with talent and everything, when they lend you a helping hand, and we also know he assisted Leo Messi's first ever goal in FC
Right.
Barcelona. Yes, and we remember the iconic celebration of Leo Messi on Ronaldinho's shoulders. So yes, huge one. We have to admit that.
Absolutely. But the fact that he has also repaid Ronaldinho when he was in jail, could not find money with all
Yeah.
Ronaldinho's bad habits, it comes to testament that how incredible a person he really is, truly remarkable of a persona and a character. Let's move on to the third picture, and I think this would be a painful one for me, and this would be an exciting one for you. So this is the
Oh yes.
the first Champions League that Leo Messi won, and this was against Manchester United in 2009. My God, it takes me back when United were the top dogs of European football: Cristiano Ronaldo, Wayne Rooney, Berbatov, Tevez. Messi was slowly. This was probably his first season as the number 10 of the club. He was absolutely in that final match. I'll not say anything else because I'm hurt. I'll let you take over, Ankita.
So this is, UCL final. We all know it's a stage where legends are created. So everyone remembers that iconic moment when that most littlest man in the team heads over and scores a goal, being the little one, being in front of all those tall defenders of Manchester United, who at that time, as you said, Manchester United was one of the top horses, the favorites, if anything else. And so this brings about good memories, because not only was it Leo Messi's first UCL, this was our first year of treble. We won the treble this year, first treble, first sextuple, and everything. And Barcelona was unstoppable at that time. It was nice, as you said, that this brings back painful memory for us too, because looking at where we are right now, so these were the days we all strive for. So this was a final. This was a final when slowly the limelight was falling on this man, that what he is about to become in a few years, that he is right now. One of that initial stages, initial exposure that Leo Messi got, right, to showcase what he is capable of.
Absolutely. Shoujan says, "Dhuke hi chobita dekhte holo, no vibes, only pain." Shoujan, I can feel you. I can feel you. Okay, but this image also is a precursor to the fact that this is probably the time when Cristiano Ronaldo versus Leo Messi began a reality. Last year, before this year, Cristiano had won the UCL, won everything possible. Leo Messi came up, won the UCL, and the next season, Real Madrid brought in Cristiano Ronaldo. So, would you actually say this, that even though he scored 20 goals in his first season for Real Madrid, after that was like non-stop. As football fans, we were elite to be born in this generation, to watch these two grow and dominate the world. Would you classify this exact moment that it started off the spark between the two legends right now?
Absolutely. Look, when someone plays for your immediate rivals, like when Cristiano Ronaldo joined Real Madrid, of course he became immediate rival of Leo Messi. That is something else. But yes, of course, Ronaldo was already somewhere there up in the game, because with Manchester United he had won the UCL the previous season. As you told, he had won everything possible for at that time for a player, and that at that young age, even Cristiano Ronaldo was young at that time. So absolutely, I would think that this is where it's sparked, and I think it's great. I think for football fans, it has been a treat, or it is a treat. We still watch these two going head up against each other every day, day in and day out. Although, again, right now, Leo Messi is in a different league, Cristiano Ronaldo is in a different league. One is in the Italian league, one is still in the Spanish league. Hopefully, he stays in the Spanish league. So yes, I would say this was it, or somewhere rekindle. Of course, being an immediate rival made it more intense when one is playing for Barcelona, one is playing for Real Madrid. But of course, this is one of those
But
times.
there were talks by former that time President Joan Laporta that they were trying to sign Cristiano Ronaldo as a replacement of Ronaldinho at that point of
Yes,
time.
yes.
Would you think that if Ronaldo signed, but you guys went on to sign Henry instead of Cristiano.
Mhm.
So if Cristiano signed for Barcelona, would these two have been the two talismans and the two what the stamps of modern football as they are have been pushing each other all towards their flame of glory? Would that have happened? Briefly.
No, I don't think so. I guess their rivalry has been a boon to football. If you ask me, it's my personal opinion, absolutely my personal opinion. And this has been agreed on by both Ronaldo and Messi that they push each other for excellence, towards excellence. Because when one does something good, the other is thriving or is pushing himself to overcome him. And it's like, that boost of push. It's like a push we need. Like when even in your school time or our school time, we have seen when you are studying with a fellow friend, a competition goes on. Like, I need to score better than you, or he needs to score better than me. So this,
Right.
I guess, this rivalry has been a boon to football, because I don't think if they were in the same team, this push would have been there. It would have been a team game, much more like teammates helping each other. The push that would have been there to perform better than each other wouldn't have been there. So I would think the rivalry is much better off. I would
I'd
go with
agree.
the rivalry.
I'd agree. One would have been in other shadow because Cristiano at that point of time was numero uno. So we wouldn't have seen what happened basically with Neymar. Very unfortunate being a Brazil fan. What else? You guys, the less I talk about Neymar to you guys. Oh, to the next image. This one, my goodness. Tell me which season?
15.
Nope. It's the 91 goal season.
Oh, 12 season where he
12.
scored the most number of goals. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, he looks the same in from 12 to 15. He looks almost the same. That clean shaved Leo Messi. He looks same. So difficult
Until
to
unless he
understand.
decided to go blonde over there. But this
Oh my
season,
God.
in the history of world football, 91 goals in a calendar year. As a Barcelona fan, probably you'd started following Barcelona by then. Probably your first,
Yeah.
second, or third season, something like that. So having
Mhm.
coming on to witness something extraterrestrial, if I have the word to say it, how would you describe? Like, I've not ever heard a Barcelona fan describing this. We've all had lafdas and stuff, but the joy, the sheer joy. Do spare some words for this season of this maestro.
Well, it's very tough to describe this in words. We have all seen how Lionel Messi developed under Pep Guardiola. The way Pep Guardiola used Lionel Messi was, we all know that much of his, of course, his talent and everything that is always there. But the way Pep Guardiola used him was one of the main reasons why we saw Lionel Messi the way he was at back in 11-12 during the 91 goals, the most goals by anyone in the calendar year, blah blah and stuff. But this, as a fan, when you are behind the screen, you watching this is ecstatic. This is how would you even put into words someone who goes in every alternate match or every match out in the field and is mesmerizing you with performance day in and day out, scoring goals like it's just the most easiest task in the world. And goals, the goals, they were not easy goals. Dribbling past the entire defense and scoring and everything. He has done everything during that season. It was, of course, one of the most, if not the most remarkable season of Leo Messi. But yes, as a fan, it's ecstatic. It's when you start becoming someone's fan, absolute.
Right.
When you start worshipping someone, this is one of those moments that when you start realizing, no, this is a kind of player who is not going to ever come around anymore. So it's better that we start enjoying it as soon as possible, because this is not going to come around much more. But all of those 91 goals against whosoever the team might be, every team that came in front of him almost had to face his wrath on the field, because he was at the top, at that place where he was unstoppable at that time.
Right.
So yes, this
So
was my
will
life.
this go down as the best individual calendar year by a football player ever?
I guess so, and I hope so, both, because I would really love this. I know many players are going to come around. It's just always comes around breaking records. The more as football goes on, players come on, different players come and they smash records. We never thought that Pele's records was going to be smashed, but was smashed by Cristiano Ronaldo or Leo Messi. But this keeps on happening. But I hope this 91 career goals in a single calendar year, this remains to Leo Messi's name. And this is something very insane. But nowadays, scoring, with the likes of Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland, maybe, I don't know. But as a fan, as a Leo Messi fan girl, I would want him to have this record forever.
91 goals. Seriously, I don't think anybody can. But we thought that with Aldei's record, and Cristiano Ronaldo broke it yesterday in the match against in the Euros, and he'll probably break it in the next fixture itself. That is these two legends. You cannot mention Cristiano's name with respect. Like I was searching Leo Messi stats, and the comparison starts coming in by default.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly.
Okay, then the next image would be a bit of a controversial one, but I'll bring that up anyway. Where does this take you back? As an Argentina fan as well. Before you speak, I'll say that this is the only trophy or an international trophy that has eluded Leo Messi in his career. And this is where we probably as Brazil supporters or we supporters of a different footballer come to dissociate the fact that probably Maradona single-handedly, with a few players here and there, won the Argentina the World Cup. Messi, as great as he is, and Higuain could not. And the penalty miss will always haunt. But do you think that this trophy alone describes the greatness of a footballer?
This trophy alone describes the greatness of a footballer? No. This trophy is one of the parameters that describes the greatness of a footballer. Because you can't say just because, in a team which wins World Cup, there are so many players. So not everyone becomes the greatest footballer because they have won the World Cup. So this is one of those nights which is going to haunt us, the Argentine fans, forever. Right. So we thought we had it. We had, after years of going trophyless, we thought this is where we get it. We almost had it. But that extra time goal from can't even.
I remember being a Brazil fan and being thrashed by Germany, then supporting Germany. Immense doglagiri in the 2014 World Cup, but things you have to do. But the final image that we've come before we start the top 5 iconic moments as the video describes, I think this will bring a smile back in your face. Oh. The record holder for the 6 Ballon d'Ors ever, the only person to have ever witnessed this feat, one more than anybody on the list. Do you think, again, as sure the 91 goal season was, do you think 6 Ballon d'Ors after Messi and Ronaldo retire, do you think this is going to be repeated?
I guess yes, because this consistency to maintain for over 15 years, because you don't win 6 Ballon d'Ors back to back every year, because somewhere or the other, some player is going to outperform. And not even Leo Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, they won, like for Cristiano Ronaldo, 5 Ballon d'Ors, for him 6. They didn't win it every year. It has taken them 15 years to accumulate this huge accolades for them, So right. Remaining in the top level, that consistent level for 15 years, because we have seen many great players till now, even if we don't talk about the future, till now we have seen many great players, skillful players, everything, but they could not hold on to their top form for so long, over a decade. 15 years is not a small wee bit of time, it's a huge time. So to reach there, to maintain that kind of consistency for years and years to come, I guess that is going to be the difficulty. Players are going to come who are going to win personal accolades, who are going to have Ballon d'Ors. Of course, they are going to, but to accumulate this kind of things, this is not going to happen. I guess it's not going to happen. Who knows the future? But because to hold on to that consistency is going to be tough.
Absolutely. Before we move on to the main part of the video, the 5 top iconic moments, do make sure to leave a subscribe on the video as well as leave a like. And once again, you can support me through your contributions, through your love and warmth and anything. Just I can say that I have more that I have more contributions than Arsenal's transfer budget. Anyway, and Barcelona's for the matter of time. I'll take a swipe at both of you. So moving on to the first part of things. Okay. When will Neymar win? I don't know whether he will win or not. So the top 5 iconic moments, we have the video ready in just a bit. So if you can see, it should be up on screen at the moment. So I'll just play the video. So there are 5. I selected a YouTube video from football world, not copying or not getting my stuff into things. As we see that amazing trio, Messi, Neymar, Suarez popping through. We'll start with the 5th goal. This is against Brazil. The 5th one. Running back from defense and bam. Have another look at it.
Yeah.
I'll just
This
stop it
was
right.
the one in 2000.
Yes. Go on.
This was the one in 2012 or what, in which he scored the hat trick against Brazil, a 4-3 win for Argentina.
Yes,
Is it that one?
2013, just before the World Cup.
Oh, just before the World Cup. Yes, yes.
Because you can see the jersey.
It was
2012, 13, something like that. Something after the Confederations Cup.
yes, 12,
So
12,
do-
12. Yes, 12. It was a friendly match in USA. Yes, I remember.
Let
this
us
one. Yes.
if we can break down the goal for all the viewers over here. So not here. Around this position, we have other goals as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders against him. Do you think that if only anyone can do it? See how many people back off, thinking that he's going to play the pass, but he feigns to shoot, and then he stifles it in. As an Argentine fan, how excited were you with this stunner that Messi scored?
Oh, I'm always excited when he scores against Brazil or Real Madrid. That's that's a no go. I'm always excited, no matter what kind of goals he scores against these two teams. I'm always ecstatic. But if you remember, while the commentary was going on, they were saying they are backing off, and he scores from there. He shoots from there. It was
Right.
magic, it was because everybody over there thought that he wouldn't shoot from that distance. He would at least pass it to someone, try get inside closer to the post, and then maybe he's going to shoot. But he takes the shot from there, and it's one of those things, he does. Right now we don't see Leo Messi's he's a lot more. He has come down to a place where he doesn't shoot from this greater distance. He rarely does it, but whenever he does, but whatever. But there, yeah, he scores it from outside that box area, and this is one of those places where nobody expected him to shoot from there, but he did.
Okay, this is the 4th one, and I'm sure
excited.
this one, 4, 5, 6, and that. Probably one of the starting iconic moments that you'd ever have in an El Clasico. See the space. I'll stop it right here. Simple pass out from Sergio Busquets. He has 1, 2 men. Between goes 2 men. Has 3 for company. Just roll it on. See, even in this space where he's boxed in, do tell us, like, you were watching the match live, and before you could think anything, how after that goal went in, how speechless were you?
It's more than speechless. I was stunned. I was like, there came that commentary. Wonderful. Away from 2, 3, 4. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. This is one of the most iconic moments, according to me, in Messi's in Barcelona t-shirt. Because first and foremost, it's against who. So this is yes. At that time, this one is like. He takes on the ball, a simple pass from Sergio Busquets. Of course, we have to give it to Sergio Busquets for this one. A simple
Like this is probably the easiest assist that Sergio Busquets has ever made in his life.
Yes.
And a world-class goal.
Yes. Because from there on, it's a solo goal. It's no help, nothing, no passing, no what we associated Barcelona with, the 1-2s, nothing. He just runs past 2, 3, 4 players, puts it out of reach of Iker Casillas, and it's there.
Even this frame, like nobody could touch him at this point of time. Even this frame,
No.
3, 4, 5 players. He was supposed to be going in, goes outside and shoots with his weaker foot. Casillas had not. And this is the 3rd one. This is the more interesting one. One of my favorites. The goal, this one. One of my favorites in 2013. That 91 goal season. My goodness.
Yes.
Describe that probably as a Barcelona fan, seeing Messi over here, did you expect him to score? Or do you expect, naturally, matlab, is it okay or is it ordinary for him to score from there? When there are two runners,
Right
you
now
can
it
see.
is. I'm like, when I right now, if you say no, he that time we got accustomed with the fact that his speed, his agility, and his strength. The fact that nobody could pull him down. It was very tough at that time to match his speed, match his strength, because it was not possible to pull him down, push him down, and throw him off the speed. He had the ball like glued to his feet every time he made a run, and he was surrounded by 3 4 5 players, and he had the most toughest of angles to shoot, and he would score from those toughest of angles, from those small, those players when you don't expect a player to shoot, you expect him to pass it on because the angle
Right.
is really tight. But he has scored from tight angles. He has scored dribbling past 3 4 5 defenders. By that time we had seen a lot of it, and it was not a shock actually. We knew he was capable of doing something like this. Back in 2013, we knew that already.
Even the space, look at the space. It's so narrow.
Yes.
Just had one line probably to shoot, and he did that. And the goalkeeper was, nobody can expect that. Okay, on to the next one. Another one against Athletic Bilbao. Similar fashion, but probably one of the best goals of all time in La Liga, according to me. 3 4 5 shoots. Bam. My goodness. Have another look at that from another angle. Again, Arturo Vidal over there. No, that was Dani Alves. My bad.
That's not Vidal. That's Dani Alves.
Alves. Right.
And this was not La Liga. This was Copa del Rey. This was Copa del Rey's, I guess, something like semi-final, quarterfinals, something against
Right.
Atletico Bilbao. Semi-finals probably. So this was that goal which many people tag. I don't know. I don't associate. I don't go ahead and put signs to his goals because that's very, according to me, that's very stupid. You shouldn't do something like that. It's not something you should do, saying he defies signs and stuff. But many people have come around and says that he has defied science in this. I don't know about that part, but this is one of those goals. Look at him. From there on, he nutmegs a player. When he shoots, he has the tightest angle when he shoots, but he utilizes that tight angle and he puts his past the goalkeeper, Atletico Bilbao goalkeeper.
Like this turn, this turn that he just did within that second, fraction of a second, it's defying signs that a person can change direction, and with so much less backlift. It's again the space, and that to the near post. The far post would have been the ideal option if you are a normal footballer, but the near post where the goalkeeper would have been caught out again. And this is the final one. We all know this was coming. If anything likens him anything likens him to Maradona, this started it. This started it. 19 years of age, and he does this. Similar to England versus Argentina in the World Cup, where Maradona did what he did, and Messi, in exact similar fashion, rounds the goalkeeper and places it in. Do you think some things in life are meant to be? Do you believe that?
Some things in life are absolutely meant to be. This was one of the this was probably the time when the comparisons between him and Maradona started, because this is very eerily similar to, as you said, that Argentina versus England World Cup match, where Maradona did what Maradona did, and this was against Getafe, and he was very young at that time. He was not even that. He was not even the established name that we would want him to say. This is voted the best goal by FC Barcelona's history. This is voted as the best goal by FC Barcelona's history. So yes, some things are meant to be. Some things just are, I guess right now, even if Maradona would have been here, he would have said that, yes, I expect only one person to walk in my shoes, and that's Lionel Messi for me. And so yes, this is something that is meant to be, and that has come around because he has always said that he doesn't Leo Messi has always said that he doesn't compare himself to Diego Maradona, because it's impossible to compare to Diego Maradona, because we all know what he stands for, Argentine football, what he means to Argentine fans. But yeah, somewhere right there, we know that if one person was able to walk his shoes at that time, that was Lionel Messi, and he exactly did this. And there are a few instances where he has uh, scored goals like Maradona did. Like even the most recent one, if we go ahead, the one Leo Messi pays tribute to Maradona after his
Right,
demise.
right.
That was very identical to a goal that was scored by Lionel Messi. Sorry, Lionel Messi scored a very
Maradona.
identical goal to Maradona. Yes. So yeah, some things are just meant to be out there. This is going to happen, and there is only one person who can do it.
Absolutely. 34 years of uninterrupted magic that we are witnessing. And it brings me to a sad note to end this, that we'll not probably have more seasons to watch. Already they are pushing on overtime, as it seems. See the likes of Rooney, the likes of other players that have gone, are already probably retired by 30, 32, 33. Messi is 34. No way that his looks is stopping. He's producing magic day in, day out. Cristiano 36. Again, breaking all the records in all fashionable ways possible. But final words from you. Will not take up the Cristiano Ronaldo versus Messi debate. I'm tired of that. Seriously, let's at this moment let's just enjoy. But anything, if you would ever meet Leo Messi, I know you would be shell shocked and lost for words. But this one thing, one question, or one thing you'd always wanted and dreamed of saying to him, except divorcing Antonella.
No, I love Antonella. Of course, I love her. She is like the perfect person that needs to be with me. But coming to the main question, first and foremost, I don't think I'll have the heart or my vocal cords are going to coordinate with my brain to produce a question out when I see him in front of me. That's going to be the biggest thing right there at that moment, because it's a dream to see him, and to ask him a question is going to be a dream come true. So if you ask me something, I would ask him, if I get a chance to ask him, is
You never thought
more
about that,
why.
have you?
No, actually no, because it's like I imagine like it's something that is not going to happen to me in this lifetime. Because even if it happens, even if I get to see him, all I want to do is touch him for once and get that would be more than enough for my lifetime. But
Sexual
yes, if there
harassment
is
not happening.
yes, no, touch him very appropriately, a good touch. So now, if one thing I need to ask him, I would ask him that in his career he had his shares of good moments, successes, and he has had his shares of failures. We all know that, especially
Right.
in the Argentine jersey, he has had his shares of very devastating moments. So the one thing I would like to ask him is that when those devastating moments comes around to a player of his caliber, who is always expected to perform, who is always expected to go out there and change the course of the game, but we all know every player has bad days. Once or twice they are going to falter, because at the end of the day, whatever we say, they are all humans. So I would ask him that what he does, or what goes on in his mind that makes him turn everything around, come back on the field, and be the Leo Messi we know. That's one thing I would like to ask him, that after those devastating moments, what he does, or what goes around in his mind, or how he motivates himself to be out there again, to play again, to score again, or to do whatever he does in a regular basis.
Absolutely splendid one. Because failures are what makes a man,
Yes.
a woman a
Yes.
woman, without gender bias. Saying that generally,
Yeah.
failure. I'll rephrase it. Failure is what makes a person, and
Yes.
it makes them really proud of themselves. That even see, suppose Messi and Ronaldo both retired at 30, no one would have ever lamented out that these two weren't the greatest footballers of this generation. But they still took it on to be the greatest footballers of all time. And slowly and steadily, we are, from last 15 years that I'm watching football, I can understand finally why, that probably why we are so lucky to have both of them. And especially, it's today's Leo's night. Especially, I've been an ardent hater of Leo. I won't deny that, since till around I retrieved my senses in the early teenage. That's what drives football. Like, you're a
Yes.
Cristiano Ronaldo fan. That's what the banter goes on. But seeing Leo Messi drive on Cristiano Ronaldo, it's a personal thanks for me that he drove on my idol, and it's likewise for you as well. That they both
Likewise.
drove each other so on. Stories would be told. These are fables that nobody would ever believe. That if we tell the next to next generation that that those memes like, son, there was this time, and then we start talking about, they wouldn't believe it, because football is so technical. Even after all this, they keep on delivering, they keep on breaking records, they keep on winning hearts. With that, we come to an end of our show. Ankita, thanks for your lovely time. So much encouraging words for Messi and so much records yet to be broken. We'll have to have you soon again. The season is starting. We'll be back with a lot more stuff, as you all know, on Netflix Football. So thank you once again. We'll see you very soon. Bye-bye. Bye. So that was Ankita with her thoughts. And again, Leo Messi, my goodness. A player who I have not seen eye to eye in virtual terms, but a player who has been the inspiration for a lot. Thank you, Leo Messi, for being the player who you are. Thank you, Leo Messi, for showing us the way. And thank you, Leo Messi, to prove to us that how lucky we are with Cristiano Ronaldo, how lucky this generation is. So with that, Leo Messi, have a very happy birthday. I know this will never reach to you. Then again, thank you for inspiring a whole generation. With that, we end our video once again. If you like the video, do leave a like and a comment, and do hit that subscribe button. And also keep supporting. On Saturday, the Euro watch-alongs will be back. We'll be covering all the round of 16 up to the final. So do stay tuned to Netflix Football and keep the support coming. With that, this is your boy Neil bidding goodbye, and once again wishing a very, very happy birthday, Leo. Make the best.